Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from www.thebeautyinspirit.com. This is your weekly reading. This is for the 24th of November through to the 30th of November, and I hope you guys are having a good week. Please do check out my offer. It's still going on my website. It's going to be there until the 22nd. If you want a 2015 reading just to know what is coming up for you in the following year, a lot of people have been ordering like those kind of readings. With me, I leave my site quite open. I just put how many cards you want for a particular price, but a lot of people have been just saying that that's what they want to know. They want to know about 2015 and stuff. So if you're interested in that, then do take advantage of this offer while it lasts. The link is down below to my website and you can just check that out. So yes, this reading is going to be done by the help of the Paulina Tarot. I love this deck. It's so whimsical and pretty, the artwork, and I don't know, like it's very detailed, almost like shadowscapes. They're quite similar in that respect, but I really love shadowscapes. But you guys know that it really frustrates me that the card quality with the Shadowscapes deck, to me, it's not that good, whereas the card quality for this one, that's the way the back looks, which is so gorgeous. I love it. I love when artwork is done with this kind of pen like looking effect to it. I really love that. It's so pretty. So yes, the card quality for this deck is great. I love it. I love that the cards just this kind of thick, and they stay straight, and they have that kind of, they bounce back which I love, because that's a big deal to me. Card quality means a lot to me. That's one of the reasons why I barely use my shadowscapes, because I don't love the quality of that deck, but this one I really enjoy. So I'm gonna shuffle up the cards and see what is coming through for us this week. Okay, now here we go. All right. Interesting cards. The first card to appear is the Strength card. Now I think this card is speaking to anyone that is going through any kind of adversity, difficulties. It's saying to keep your head up, to stay strong. You'll get through it. It will be okay. You might find that this is a time where you really have to call on your strengths. You really have to be still determined, be courageous, go for things, not letting fear be a factor in your life right now, because maybe you're going through some things where you may be afraid. You may be afraid of some things that are coming up in your life, some difficulties that you're going through, but it's saying that you'll be okay. You have the strength to get through this situation. You will get through this situation. Just stay on track and don't get suckered into thinking that what is an illusion is really real, because I'm telling you, there's so many things in this life. The third dimension is all kind of make believe. It's been created a particular way for us to go through certain experiences, but those experiences, they don't make or break us. It's just something that we have to just pass through. And so what this card is saying is to remember that whatever you're going through is not going to be forever. It's not going to, like I said, break you, but you're going to just keep on the same track and you're not going to give up. Another thing this card can speak of is it can present itself in different ways. It can present itself as a relationship situation where maybe the two of you, if there's any issues between the two of you, maybe those things have to be hashed out. If there's differences that you guys are experiencing, this might be a week where it's saying that you have to be a bit more affectionate towards each other, be a bit more caring, listen a bit more to one another, to be able to really settle any kind of differences that there may be in a relationship. But the Strength card can apply to just you just going through any kind of bumps in the road that may show up in your life at this time. But I like this card because it says that you can get through it. The middle card is the King of Pentacles. Now obviously, because it's a court card, it can represent a person in your life. um Pentacles can, you know, be about, it can be stability, it can be money, it can be just things of the material world. So when I look at this card next to the strength card, it makes me think that maybe this strength or issue, and now that I can see the final card, it might be about money. It might be about finances. Maybe finances are tight. Maybe that's where the strength has to come from you, to not worry so much about finances, not to worry so much about, oh my gosh, you know, the future, and will I be able to afford this? Will I be able to do this? All this other stuff. Those are a lot of questions that people can ask themselves in nowadays, because I have to say, I can't speak from, you know, for everyone that lives in all different parts of the world. I mean, to be honest, I'm very sure that it's very similar, but I know for sure, being in the UK, and the people that I know myself, every, you know, a lot of people are going through more difficult times when it comes to money. It just feels like money doesn't seem to go as far as it once did, and things get more expensive and all this other stuff. And so I think money can definitely be, I think it's the theme of this week. I think the best thing that we can do in financial times like this is just do the best you can with what you have. That may not be the best advice, but really that's the most that you can do, is do the best you can with what it is that you have. And you know, try your best to maybe make some kind of adjustments where you can, cut back on things where you can, and you know, just stay focused on the abundance that you can receive in your life, because I think there's so much scarcity that goes on, so much worry that goes on, particularly when you watch the news and other kind of things. And we can't pretend like we don't see it. I mean, even in the UK, there's this issue of hunger, like people not having enough to even buy groceries, and children that are going to school without even having breakfast and stuff like that. And people are like so shocked about it, because they're like, wow, this is the UK, you know, it's supposed to be an affluent country, yet there are kids going to school without breakfast because their parents can't afford cereal. And it is a really big deal, when it comes to money, when it comes to finance. And I don't want to be one of them kind of spiritual people that just tell you, oh, you know, just sit down and think of abundance and da da da, because at the end of the day, if you're struggling to eat breakfast in the morning, you're not going to be thinking about trying to sit down and think about abundance and all that other stuff. Even though I do believe that those kind of things can help you, but I do understand that if you're going through difficult times, that's probably not what you really want to hear. All you want is for there to be a solution to the problem, which can give you more money. And so I can definitely understand why these cards might be showing up for people, for sure. But what this card is saying to me too, when I look at them together, is that, yeah, definitely. Also, the King of Pentacles, it can represent going through some kind of challenges, going through some kind of uphill battle as well. And that's just the way I read it, that it can be an uphill battle. And it's saying, not again, not to give up on things. Don't think that all hopes are lost. This might be a time where things may be a bit tight, it may be a bit challenging, but sometimes you just have to stay on that road. If you have a plan to which, maybe you're thinking to yourself, okay, maybe if I could apply for this job, I could get a bit more money, or maybe if I can get my business off the ground, that can be a source of income for me. Or maybe, like, if you're in that kind of state of mind, it's saying still stick with your plans. Don't let the fact that you may not have the money right now, or things may be a bit tight right now, don't let it deter you from staying on track when it comes to the plans that you have. These things can make you money later on down the line, but it's like you have to get it off the ground first. You have to see how the process is going to work out, and stay on that path so that you can be successful in the end. Now the final card, which kind of helped me kind of tie this reading together, is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card that talks about financial challenges, financial difficulties, and it's saying that there may be a circumstance, something that happens that may be even unexpected, that means that you're a bit short on cash. Maybe some kind of financial expense may pop up, and it wasn't something that you knew was going to show up, and now you've had to pay money for this, and now it's a bit more difficult. Maybe plans maybe that you had for that money will have to be changed. But the thing that I do like about this card, even though it's not the best card that you want to see in a reading, is that the Five of Pentacles, you always see two people in the cards. And what I love about this card is that it's almost like it's saying that, do you know what, you're not alone going through this issue. You're not alone. There's people that are there that are willing to support you and comfort you and maybe even help you. Usually, like when you see this, the Rider-Waite image of this card, they're in front of what looks like a church building or something like that. And there is this idea that there is help that is around you. Maybe you're not going to those people for help. Maybe you're trying to get through the situation on your own. Maybe it's kind of like a pride situation. Maybe you just don't want to ask somebody else for help. But what I would say is, don't be afraid of asking people for help if you need the help. Don't be afraid to do that. So there we go. And I'll see what card is underneath it, just to see what the heart of this matter is. Oh, and that's a nice card, the Six of Cups. Now, to me, this message is connecting with what I had already told you guys about not being afraid to ask for help. Because in the Six of Cups, you can see it looks like they're, giving gifts. In this case, it looks like the little boy is giving the lady a gift. And so it's saying that a support and help is around you, and this support and help is going to come from somebody that really cares about you, that you really love. It could be a family member, it can be a friend, it could be someone that you've known for a long time. That's usually what I get from the Six of Cups. This isn't somebody new. It's someone that is close to you, and they want to see the best for you. So they, like I said, ask for the help if you need it, because I don't feel that if you asked for the help that this person is gonna be like, gonna turn you down, or they're gonna be the kind of person that may ask for something in exchange. It's kind of like this is somebody that just genuinely wants to help you. So it's a nice energy. Yeah, I feel like that's what's coming up the most from this card. It also can be about people from the past, memories from the past, being sort of nostalgic as well, the Six of Cups. But I think that that's the bigger message, that there is support around you from the people that really care about you. So that's the cards for this week. It is a bit challenging, but it will be okay. It will be okay. So I'll see you guys. Thank you for rating, commenting, subscribing. Love you guys. Bye.